ready to rock and roll.
What's going on, everybody? Welcome to day 10 of our long hauling liquid freight series. Hope everybody's had a good day so far. I'm doing wonderful, Chris. Hope you're doing good. Doing much better after figuring out it was just that route advisor causing me trouble today. I tell you, that was something else, y'all. I loaded in to the game right at about 3 p.m. and that's Central Standard Time, y'all. For me, I get this job picked up, I get parked, we are all good. I'm like, I'm gonna do a quick restart just to make sure everything's good to go. I do that. Try to load the game back up and it's just crashing as soon as I try to load in. But very, very happy to have that done now. What's going on, Drake? Happy Thursday to you.
Keep right, and then exit right. Exit
Awesome,
right.
Chris. I appreciate it. I will definitely get them accepted here soon. Oh yeah, we are. Job today, y'all. We are leaving Mexico. Oh, that's weird seeing my route advisor gone. That's okay. Headed to Dryden, Ontario. 10-4. I really do appreciate y'all, Chris. You still out there on the road, Drake? Love to hear it. When do you head out of town? Tomorrow, Drake?
Keep right, and then exit.
I really do appreciate it. It's a blast getting to chat with y'all on the stream, in the Discord. And it has been a blast getting to make our way up that leaderboard together. That has been awesome. Hold on, wheel. I gotta do control P, so both of my hands have to come off the wheel. Sorry about that, y'all. So there's tone map.
I keep left there.
Easy there, buddy. $1,800 job, and I'm on a 1,500 mile. Nice.
Turn right.
This one's 2,800. Would have been close to getting it done by now if we got to go live when I was expecting to.
Turn right.
I was gonna be live right at 3:30 today, but didn't pan out. Really do appreciate y'all though. Without you, we'd be behind on the leaderboard, but thanks to y'all being here, makes it easy. A lot easier, I think. Sorry, y'all, I'm over here still having to get everything set back up because I did a fresh install of ATS today after that whole ordeal happened. And with that, it took out my Snowy Moon, my presets, my reshade, all that stuff, so I had to get all that reset up. I was ready to get live. I was like, well, figure out the rest as we go. Girlfriend just came in. She's offering me some more sliders, but I'm good for now. I already ate a couple. I am going to have to step away here in a second, y'all, just to help her move the fire pit. They rearranged it. We got this cool little canopy, gazebo canopy type deal, and we set the furniture patio underneath it. Got the projector set up for their watch party tonight, their show's finale. It'll take me just a second though, y'all. Will not be long at all. Tasmanian Grandma, thank you so much. I really do appreciate you. Hope you've had a wonderful Thursday so far. We are just headed to Ontario from Mexico right now. Did we? No way. That is awesome. Why does it want me to exit right just to get right back on? Doesn't make any sense, y'all. Thank you so much. Congratulations, Tasmanian Grandma. That is awesome. You are our 600 subscriber. Man, that is awesome. It's going to take some getting used to, y'all, for the route advisor being gone. Man, that is awesome. I appreciate it, Chris. I really do. I feel extremely blessed to have met such wonderful people along this journey of creating a YouTube channel. It has been nothing short of amazing. It really is an awesome feeling to get, excited every single day to look forward to getting to go live and hang out with y'all. So many checkpoints, y'all. So many. Same. I cannot wait for it to come out on console. I really hope that they enable crossplay for the game because that would be fantastic. Get some really cool convoys going then.
Keep right, and then exit.
And I was mainly a console player up until about a year ago. And this game's been on my radar since it came out in 2016, but as we all know, it still hasn't quite yet come to console. We did get the announcement, which is awesome. Hoping we get an official release date here soon. It is a wonderful game. Just got that perfect combination of relaxation with a bit of focus. You do got to pay attention, especially at certain times and depending on what state you're in. Nothing wrong with that. Cool thing too that is that they have a driver's academy, so it'll teach you all the basics, and it gets really advanced too as you go through it. I myself haven't even completed it fully, but I did check it out just to get some pointers and stuff when I first started playing. It came out not too long after we started the YouTube channel, actually. So I checked it out a little bit. Definitely a lot of fun, and you get to drive around different trucks. I think at the beginning you start in the Mac, because at the time I believe they had released that new Mac truck DLC. Maybe not DLC, but just that new truck. What's going on, Reggie? I know Tasmanian Grandma got the 600 spot. It was awesome. Yesterday, we got another subscriber. It wasn't public, so I couldn't see who it was. And then this morning, we made it to 599. I was like, oh man, we're only one away. It's been amazing. We just had our 500 sub celebration too. And speaking of your live too earlier, Chris, how you said you just got done doing a stream, I'll definitely go back and check it out, my friend. I watched Drake's latest ATS stream, the 4-hour and some change one. I watched Reggie's, the convoy y'all did, the one that was I think like hour 53 minutes if I'm not mistaken. I watched that. I'll be watching Candle Lady. Definitely come check you out tonight as well. If Reggie posts again, I saw your post earlier today, Reggie. I did make sure to like that. I just enjoy showing y'all support and stuff, and y'all also make some great content too, so it's not hard to show the support when you really enjoy it. I really appreciate that, Chris. Truly. And that is awesome. Oh, speed bumps. Slow it down. Goodness. Oh wow, yo, that is pretty. I did not pause the video. I made sure that it played all the way through. I even told Drake, I was like, I'm not gonna lie to you, I did have to go off to bed, but I did keep it going. Made sure it ran to completion just so y'all get your view duration up as well as watch hours. That was good. I said, but did you finish the video? That's what we need to know. Oh man. Made it back through Durango, yo. I was debating doing another one. It was about 854 miles. That would have taken us pretty much up and around a little bit into Mexico, but I was like, let's just go ahead and start it off with a nice long haul. Which 854 isn't too bad at all, but I like to keep it at 1,000 plus if I can. Nothing wrong with that. I'm right there with you. Rather be a positive interaction for somebody rather than negative. Gotta try to find those silver linings, like Easy said. He's like, you always finding those silver linings. Not to pretend like I never get worked up over anything, you know, like things don't frustrate me from time to time, but eventually you just gotta let it go. You know, most of the time it's just better to be like, okay. Like that day Easy and I were trying everything we could to figure out what was going on with the reshade and all that stuff I was causing them issues, and we went through everything, but we just kept laughing through it. So it made it an enjoyable experience, even though it was countless hours of kind of scratching your head being like, what could it be? And then of course it ends up being something very simple. Just how it goes. We are in Mexico, Ryan. You are correct. Making our way to Ontario. I think Dryden, if I'm not mistaken. I wish I had some.
Ready to turn right.
I'm gonna stop right here, yo.
Turn right.
Over the fire pit real quick. And I'll be right back, yo. What's going on, Logan? Happy Thursday to you. Oh, my bad, y'all. Did not mean to delete that. I was trying to remove my. Be right back. Let's hop off. 556. Y'all, that is rough. $567 for 102 gallons of diesel.
and then turn right. Turn right.
First I go into race miles, then I do 8% damage to my truck. Oh no. Sorry to hear that, Drake. But hey, nothing wrong with contributing to the race miles. You have put plenty into the real stats this month, so don't be too hard on yourself on that. You are kidding. Okay, at least it's green. A red light right there would have been a bad situation.
Turn right.
750 miles to go. Alright, y'all, if you need a snack or something to drink, go ahead and run on in. Meet y'all back at the truck. $489 for 92 gallons. Trying to stay on top of it when we're in the cab over, that's for sure. I forgot after doing that reinstall y'all earlier, I had the ZEEMOD audio framework, so got that added back. Thank y'all so much for hanging out. I really do appreciate everybody. Sorry, y'all, the pop-out chat disappeared on me. And I appreciate you, Drake, Chris, everybody for hanging out. Reggie, Candlelady, Gaming and Easy, Allium369, Chief and Raider, T-Wolf Gaming. Cannot thank y'all enough for all the support. Sorry, I just got a message on my phone. Threw me off. Chris, Tez, ATS, Cortez Lloyd 25 if you gotta look him up by username. Change this. What's going on, Easy?
Keep right.
Hope you had a good week, my friend. We're just cruising to Ontario from Mexico. That is the trip we are on right now. It has been good. Hit 600 subs today. That's been awesome. We're up to 9 channel members, which is absolutely amazing. We got this canopy slash gazebo thing set up over the backyard furniture. My girlfriend and her niece are watching the finale of their show out there on the projector right now. That was cool. Went out there and set up the fire pit for them just a little bit ago. And I got some sliders out of it, so I was very happy about that. Hey, there you go. I'm happy for you. Yes, sir. We certainly are. That one, brother, would be the fuel tank for compartments. I think it's the 43-foot one as well. on the rear, because for me, I'm just big on having 2 tires at the rear instead of having that extra set there at the back that's raised up. It's orange, but the way the light hits it sometimes definitely makes it look a bit yellow. And then we did the same on the tanker. Get that pumpkin orange on there. Real quick. And open the convoy if you want to hop in, bro. No rush though. Go ahead and get it open. But yeah, because we did the 39, the green with the orange stripe in it, I went with the orange on the cab over. Almost went with that green and white paint job that we used at the beginning when I first got the cab over, but decided on the orange. Girlfriend got another one of these pumpkin oak candles, man. I love this thing, yo. Smells so good. Easy, I don't know if you've kept up with the Discord and stuff, but we're running 1.55 for incompatible mods, the temporary beta. On top of that, we took out the yet another route advisor because it's causing crashes for a lot of people. I even checked after I noticed it for me that my girlfriend's out there screaming. had to, had to check out there real quick. Yeah, so all the mods keep working, in specific the mega map, as well as take the yet another route advisor because left lane has seen it. People on the left lane server, as well as myself, Drake had the same issue, and Reggie was saying in the Discord earlier that a lot of people were dealing with it. Just a heads up there. Also took out the C15 and being optional for now because I'm not using it. I hadn't put it back when I was troubleshooting mods. I was taking stuff out. I was still over here looking around trying to get my drink, get adjusted. I don't know how many of y'all have iPhones, but I updated my phone to iOS 26 yesterday. I'm really liking that glass effect. I got a neat little nature wallpaper with some water, a lot of vegetation, and with the clear customization for all your icons and stuff for all the apps. Really liked it.
Keep right.
Got a cool little reflective feel to it.
Exit right.
I know some people have felt mixed feelings about it, but I've really enjoyed it so far. And you can add backgrounds for conversations. I think you've got like sky, aurora, water. You can add a photo, color. It's really neat. But yeah, I feel like this is probably the best update I've seen in a really long time that they've done. They've also got some cool stuff to where, like in the calls, for instance, if you go to your phone and scroll down, you can make it to where if it's an unknown number or whatever, it'll ask them like why they're calling, who it is, and all that type of stuff. You can also screen for the spams, things like that. Instead of them coming through directly to you, it goes through that screening first. It's been cool to see everybody that's done different wallpapers and things like that. Definitely got some motivation from some of them. Things I'd like to try out on mine in the future.
Go straight on.
You can even make 3D wallpapers. If you got a photo of like person, a pet, something like that, you can make it to where it looks like they're actually coming out of the screen, which I thought was super cool. Alright, y'all, let us through. I don't know where this yellow car went. Good. Took us almost 2 hours to get out of Mexico, y'all.
Go straight on. That's right.
£86,259, y'all. Not bad. Definitely one of the heavier ones that we've done recently. There you go.
Sorry it took so long. I had to go back because I was updated, of course, and then had some other stuff to do, let the dogs out and stuff. But yeah, first try.
You gotta love it. And you're all good, bro. We just been cruising. Girlfriend's niece left, so he came in, was talking to me for a minute. That's why I was super quiet on the chat. He's like, "You want to come outside?" I was like, "I'm streaming right now." Just because I had to start a lot later than I wanted to, man. Like, over 3.5 hours late. Just because of that. Yet another route advisor, bro. The way that happened, I don't know if you read it all, but I'll just do a quick refresh. I had everything set up. I was ready to go. I would have been live probably right at 3:30 Central Standard Time, and the route advisor modder updated it, I guess, right at the time I restarted my PC, just so everything would be fresh, you know, because I did leave it on overnight because I was watching Drake and Reggie and stuff, just showing some support. Made sure to watch them all the way through, and when I did that, it was perfect timing, man. It was the perfect storm. And you know, we've got so many mods, so I didn't look to that one immediately, and then once I looked at the log text, I saw that it was pointing to a UI.
I gotcha. Yeah, I seen your thing on the Yara in the Discord, and I tried it out just out of curiosity, and it got me all the way till I hit drive. Then it booted me, so then I got rid of it, and then it worked right away. So.
Yep. Causing some issues for some reason right now. I don't know if it's because they updated it for 1.56. Even when they usually do that, we're usually okay. Sometimes just because you can run on that version for 1.55, but who knows.
Right. So where are you heading again?
I'm headed towards Ontario, but who knows if we'll make it there tonight, man. Still got 1,492 miles to go. Took almost 2 hours to get out of Mexico.
Yeah, I heard you say that earlier.
Yeah, that was rough.
I suppose. I still haven't been able, I haven't messed again, but I haven't gotten those maps put in yet, so I'm going to have to mess with that later. I wanted to log some miles tonight and not mess with that stuff all night again.
Yeah, you should just be able to put the ones, I put them in the ATS mods channel too, but whenever you do it, you should just be able to put them there at the bottom and be able to run it that way. But definitely recommend do it after you're done with a job, because it will cancel that job out because of the content change detection.
Right, right. Well, see, that's what I was saying the other day when I downloaded them. I put them in the folder and everything, then when I went to activate them and stuff, they weren't there, so I don't know what's going on, but like I said, I'm just ready to play tonight.
Yeah, with them not being there, that is strange. Now, I do know for people that were on 1.56, they were showing that it was incompatible, but for you, it was not even showing up, which is very strange.
Yeah, that's kind of what I thought too. I'll mess with them more later tonight when you get off or whatnot and get some free time.
10-4. We've been doing good though, man. I've been able to get a couple thousand miles a day in, which has been awesome. And then everybody that's joined the company, and I was told we'll have another application coming in. So man, we're really growing quick on the VTS logistics.
I keep left there.
Heck yeah, man. I feel bad. I've been missing all this excitement and everything's happening and everybody's getting miles in, and it's like, man, I'm falling behind. I gotta get back in this.
You're all good, man. It happens. But yeah, it has been really neat. Just because, like we were talking about that the other day, you know, normally when you or I would take a day or two off, we would lose our rank in that leaderboard pretty substantially. Just how it goes, but because everybody was running, man, it was awesome.
Heck yeah, and you always do all them long trips. I do a lot of short ones, so I ain't much help in that one. But I'm getting there where I'm enjoying them longer ones now. I just like to be able to finish one in one night type of thing.
I know that's what hurt me about this one, because when I set it up, I knew, given that it was Mexico, it would take us, you know, an hour or two to get out of it. And then that would give us a good route up through New Mexico, Colorado, a little Wyoming, North Dakota, South Dakota. But man, I was so bummed when it took that 3.5 hours to get everything straightened out, and I keep yawning. I do not know why. I'm not yawning when I'm not talking, but as soon as I get to yapping, I start yawning. I don't understand it.
That's too funny.
But yeah, but with that said, I've really enjoyed getting them done in one go. Now, I don't mind having to pick one up, you know, the next day either, but it has been really nice to be able to log several thousand miles a day. And Drake's really big into the long hauls too. And it's really nice having a mix of people doing long hauls, short hauls. I mean, T-Wolf's done stuff short as 1 mile, which is perfectly fine. That's just getting our amount of jobs that we've done going on up. But it is nice to have that mix of short and long hauls, because they all do contribute, you know. Especially when you start stacking them with a job for a couple thousand miles, and you put that 500 on top of it, and 800, etc.
Oh yeah, it all adds up. That's like finding a penny in a parking lot, and just keep, every time you find one, keep it, and it adds up.
Absolutely. And I am noticing my game is doing that little blurry thing. It started, that's how I knew you joined before you even talked. I could tell when you were in the process of it. I was like, I think Easy's joining up. But I'm truly just at this point thinking it's got to be that snowy moon and reshade.
Yeah, I'm still thinking that too. I'm hoping next week I'll be able to go ahead and get that snowy moon. I know it don't cost much, but I'm in some financial trouble, but I'm getting out of it, so hopefully next week will be alright.
No, man, you're all good. I was just hoping Patreon would get back to you. Because if they do that, then, you know, that's only $1. And then if you want to keep getting it, right, then that's easy. But yeah, it's not ideal when it's either $1 or $6, you know. It's not like, oh yeah, let's just do that.
That's $6 normally wouldn't be a problem, but right now the wife's working part-time, and then I'm full-time and can't get any overtime, but she's getting ready to start her tax business is going to pick back up, plus her online tax deal, so she's going to be working 3 jobs, so I'll have some money finally.
Oh, brother, I get it completely. It's like the same thing like with the bachelorette party that we're going to be hosting here, and then it's my girlfriend's birthday month. Our birthday's into September, and so just been putting a lot of money towards, you know, plants, decking out the backyard. I'm going to build that bar back there for her birthday and the bachelorette party, and then it's really come together nice though. But yeah, man, I get what you mean 100%. The same thing, same reason why I'm waiting until Christmas, just so we can take care of all this stuff at this new place, you know, whether it be inside or outside stuff. That way, once Christmas comes around, all that's good to go, right? And then too, because I like enjoying it because I live in Florida, when I can enjoy the outdoor stuff, sadly, is when it gets into the fall and winter time the most, you know, just because of mosquitoes. I don't mind the heat as much as I do all the mosquitoes, you know what I mean? Like, that's where it'll get you.
Oh, for sure, man. Mosquitoes can
Oh yeah, man. When we were doing the backyard furniture, it was just one of those days where it was, you know, really humid. Ground was still a little wet because it was in the morning time, and man, they ate me up. I wasn't out there 15 minutes, and I looked and I had bumps all over me. Felt like a cartoon movie. I was like, goodness gracious, but luckily they seemed to leave us alone after that. They just went away. And another cool thing, another really cool thing that happened the next day when we came out to finish things up, bring out the patio furniture again, or the cushions rather, not the whole furniture, but just the cushions out of the shed. There were so many dragonflies, man. I mean, I counted 10 just for walking to get the ladder. They were all over the yard. And so I was like, well, they'll help us out with those mosquitoes too.
Oh yeah, they will. Dragonflies are so cool.
I love them, man. They are so neat. I had one several years back now. Sadly, it's been, goodness gracious, it has been a long time. But the place we were staying at, around a bunch of farmland. It was really, really close to Alabama. And I was sitting on the front porch, and this dragonfly landed on the rail. And I was like, oh man, that's so cool. I was just staring at it. My girlfriend was in the bathroom at the time. I still remember it. And I just put my hand, you know, just on the wooden rail and just slowly got closer to it. And it popped up on my finger, man. And no joke, I was able to take it into the house. Took it into, because my girlfriend was getting ready. She was doing her makeup. I took it into the bathroom, showed her. She was completely like, what in the world? She was astonished. But went back outside with it and just hung out, man. It was like a 15-minute ordeal, no joke. And I thought it was injured at that point. I was like, there's got to be something going on, like wing something, right? But nope, after about 15 minutes, it just took off, flew around the house, and then was gone.
That's crazy, man. I always like it when you find something that's kind of, you know, calm and curious and doesn't, you know, just chill with you. Like, that's what's kind of cool at my work, where, you know, being a hardware store, it's kind of weird, but we sell like snakes, and which I don't at all mess with. But we have some bearded dragons and stuff, and they're kind of cool, just let hang on you and stuff.
Oh yeah, man, for sure.
I can't live there.
Bearded
I'm
dragons
not a
are neat.
lizard or any of that type of person, but those are about the only things I'll mess with. I mean, we got tarantulas, we got scorpions, we got corn snakes and ball pythons, and then a bunch of fish and rats and all sorts of stuff. It's kind of cool, but I'm more one that enjoys them behind the glass more so.
Right.
I can't live there.
I'm with you there. My pool job is when I had experienced snakes the most, believe it or not. I mean, they love that skimmer basket, man. I tell you. But I can't tell you how many times, you know, we're just going through the motions. It would always, I'd love it too, because it would always happen on a day like where it would be lightning, right? So when you're doing pools, you're holding a metal pole for one when you're cleaning it, right? And then the shark vac, that's also conductive. And so after a certain point, once lightning gets, I think it's like, you know, 10 miles or whatever, they're like, hey, you know, let's call it. No need for this. But the one that I'll always remember is lightning struck like 2 doors down, like 2 yards over. And I looked at my phone just to make sure I wasn't, you know, losing my mind a little bit. And it said 0 miles away. I looked on the weather bug, and it was like last strike 30 minutes, and it was like 0 miles away. I was like, yeah, it's time to call it, Jack. But even then, you still have to do the pools, but it goes down to like a level 1 service where you're just checking the skimmer basket and you're doing the chemicals, right? So if you need to add some chlorine, some bicarb, etc., you do that, and then, you know, go on about your day, empty the skimmer basket, all that good stuff, but you're not going to brush down the pool. And man, just about every time that would happen, there'd be a snake in the skimmer basket. I was like, you just got to slow me down out here.
Oh man, dude, I'd freak out. I'd scream when I see him. I sound like a no girl, man. I just hate them. I could not imagine with the snakes, the size and the types of snakes you guys got down there. No way, man.
What was bad too is that you knew you were getting adapted when what frustrates you more are the wolf spiders, because the wolf spiders are really tricky because they would hang like right underneath the little skimmer basket and just hang on. So once you went to go grab the skimmer basket or unscrew it, right, and take it off, they'd be hanging there and they'd jump on your finger and bite you. Man, I couldn't stand that because your finger would just be sitting there throbbing, you know. And it's also that surprise factor, right? Like, of course there's that surprise factor when you open the skimmer basket and there's a snake sitting there, but it's a different thing when something bites you. You're like, what, you know, for a split second you're wondering what it is, right? But yeah, man, I've had all types of interactions with that. Same thing with a spider that tried to jump on me, and I'm not proud of it, but I did, you know, I just smashed it because I was like, no, you're not getting on me. And then a bunch of the babies came out, and I was like, oh, great. And they got in the pool. I was like, oh, this is going to be a wonderful day.
Oh, man, dude, that would suck. Aren't wolf spiders, like, poisonous, though?
They do have poison. They've got venom or whatever you want to call it. I'm not sure if it's poison or venom. Maybe just poison. But they do, but it's not enough to be like lethal to a human, but it can like cause numbness in the area, and that's what would happen to me. The first time it happened to me, I won't lie, I called my boss up and I was like, hey man, just got bit by what I think is a wolf spider. Am I good? And he was like, yeah, you're gonna be all right. But just because, you know, once my finger, I didn't really think anything of it, but then once my finger and stuff started throbbing and it kind of got a little numb, I was like, hold up. I was like, what's going on here?
No kidding, man. I would have been freaking. I thought they could be lethal. I guess I didn't realize that they weren't that bad.
I think to, you know, smaller animals and things like that definitely could be, but for humans it's not supposed to be.
I gotcha. I heard that, like, those daddy long legs and stuff, those are, like, one of the most poisonous or venomous spiders, but their bites are so small and they produce so little that they don't do anything to a human anyway.
Oh wow, and they're so chill, man. They're such chill guys too.
Oh yeah, for sure. I used to think that about ladybugs though, and then out of my folks' house out in the country, was it last summer I think, or fall, they were flying through swarms of them, man, and then things would bite you and it hurt, man. It was like, I don't know, I guess, I don't know, fly bite, a horse fly bite, and it felt like, man, and there'd be like 20 of them on you at once.
Oh wow, I didn't know that. That is wild. Yeah, I was right there with you. I always thought they were just, you know, like cool and sweet. not like, hey, we'll bite you. I guess.
Right, I had no clue.
I guess in groups, because you know, like if you, I think most of our experiences, if you just got one, you know, around you or whatever, and you pick it up on your finger or whatever when you're a kid, like I did, you know, they never really bothered you, just kind of moved around or whatever. But man, I guess they get upset with you being in the way when they're flying like that.
Right. I don't know if it was a swarm mentality type of deal, or if they, you know, where it was a swarm of them, I'm guessing they're probably, you know, moving south for the winter or whatnot, and probably eat a lot of vegetation along the way and just hit whatever they can.
Right. That makes sense. Yeah, man.
That make more sense, I guess, if I found the words. Migrate was the word I was looking for.
You're all good, brother. You are all good. Yeah, I was gonna say though, you talking about that reminded me, for the folks that weren't a part of it, but last week after I set up all the stuff in the backyard, got the fire pit set up and backyard furniture, we hooked up the projector and projector screen, all that mess, and my girlfriend watched the show. I can't remember what she was watching, and then after that she went in the house and I put on the nature channel I always put on the Roku TV, and then I got to talking back and forth with Easy on Discord, and he told me he was watching the Canelo Crawford fight. And so next thing I know, I'm watching that. Man, that was a ton of fun. Just getting to see the nature out there in the backyard on the projector stream while I looked up and had, you know, that canopy of trees over my house like we've talked about. Man, that was sweet, bro. That was sweet. But you talk about an immersive experience. I did not need to go to an IMAX theater that day.
I bet, man. That is so awesome. I'm jealous, man. I am. And that was a good fight. Really good fight.
Dude, that was awesome getting to chat back and forth with you about it. That was a lot of fun. Hey, do you have an iPhone or an Android? I think you said Android.
You are correct. I got Android.
Darn it, man. I wanted to nerd out with you about this new update. It is just really cool. I'll send you some screenshots later of my homepage and all that stuff so you can see what it's looking like, but really cool deal. Y'all remember that I'm gonna do a really bad job trying to explain this, but is it Aqua Aero? That aesthetic, like early 2000s, whatever, that Aqua Aero they say. But I like that a lot, you know, the aquariums, the water, all that cool stuff, you know. And so when they came out with this to have the clear glass reflective, I was like, oh, this will be a blast. But it's also neat, bro, because you can tint the icons. So if you hold the home page down, it lets you in the top left, an edit button comes up. You click that and you hit customize, and you can do like clear, auto, dark, which would makes the icons pop even more than they already do, which is really neat. And then there's another cool one I found to where you can tint it to the color you want specifically. And so I had them all ultra blue, man. It was sweet. It was looking like the inside of the truck, you know, just the whole screen was glowing blue. And I even took the text off of the icons, so it was really neat. But I ended up just going with kind of that glass clear reflective and then put a nature wallpaper on my screen.
I can't live there.
Heck yeah, man. I heard you talking about it earlier. That sounds pretty cool.
Oh yeah, I didn't know if you were here or not yet. I know you were still finishing up with work. Are you? Well, yeah. I don't know, brother. It's been a day. You're off around that time, I guess. I went live. I'm used to going live hours before you get off usually, but today was not one of those days.
Right. I seen you got on, and I gotten off and was doing some stuff around the house. I was like, oh, sweet. So I was gonna hurry up and get on, and then I thought, well, I'll try and surprise you and run through the mods real quick, make sure I can get in. But of course, you didn't have the convoy open, so I couldn't surprise you.
I know, I gotta do better with that. I'll definitely make sure I do on Thursday, Friday, Saturday nights, because I know that's when you're definitely more available to hop in there and do that. I know, I do miss those too, because you've done it. Jeremy used to do it. Jeremy used to just pop up behind me. You know, I just have the convoy open in case anybody wanted to join, and that was well before the mod list got to where it is today, you know. But even that, a lot of people still, we talk about this from time to time, just even then people had a big gripe with even getting the left lane required mods, you know, those 4 mega packs. But yeah, man, he'd just pop up behind me because he had that dev command, and it was funny because when he did it at first I wasn't familiar with it. So it was just like, how does he just pop up? You know what I mean? Like, what's he driving at, 300 miles per hour? You know, that's what it would feel like, because he just pop up behind you and fly past you. I'm like, oh hey, you know.
Right. I know I've seen some other YouTubers do it and stuff, and I was like, how in the world do they do that? And then I seen him do it, and then you were telling me about it. I was like, that makes sense.
Yeah, it does require a little bit of caution, just because you can't just be hovering super high in the sky when you click your truck to spawn at that location, because your truck will spawn high in the sky. And you can imagine that's not too good for the suspension or anything else.
Right, and you don't really want to put yourself right in front of traffic or nothing either, because I've seen people get smoked on that.
Oh yeah, man, I don't know if you were here the other day when we were We were either going to Alaska or leaving it. But got to the port. Yeah, we were leaving it. We were leaving Alaska. Got to the port, man, just where the GPS was taking me. It didn't have any icon of, you know, the ferry icon was missing. But I was like, hey, you know, it's a part of the, you know, Reforma map or something. You know, maybe something's just bugged out. You know, same thing like those gas stations. Sometimes there won't be that symbol, but you can drive up and it'll, you know, trigger the refuel icon to come up. Well, anyway, I drive over there, man, and I'm like, okay, well, maybe we just need to go over this little concrete bridge type of deal to get over to the dock. I started to do that, man. That thing was hollow. I went right on through. Next thing I know, the truck's upside down. It, you know, started doing its bouncing and flying into space deal. I was like, oh, that's fun. And so we did get a pretty bad damage job on that one, but it is what it is.
That's too funny.
Drake is a little upset because he did get race miles for his last job. He's been doing real good about not going into race stats, but like I've told everybody, truly, it don't matter if you do race stats, real stats, either's fine. But man, it has been awesome to see us climbing up that leaderboard, man. We're in the 50s now. We've already driven over 100,000 miles too.
That's awesome, man. And we could always use a W in race stats as well.
Exactly, that's why I say neither one hurts, truly. It was really funny the other day, and I shouldn't say funny, it was really cool. The other day, we were at the same stats. I think we were 59 for real and 59 for race stats. And we've never done that before, so that was really cool. Just because that's not easy to do.
Right?
Man, I'm ready for the weekend.
And then exit right.
Oh, I'm so glad it is the weekend, man. Mine started tonight, so.
That's right, that's right. That is awesome, man. We got Alex's parents are coming over Saturday. That'll be awesome. It'll be the first time I'm getting to see the place, and I'm really happy because obviously we've got the backyard in a good spot. And I was really hoping to get that done before I, you know, show everybody, you know, do those FaceTime calls for family out of town, etc.
Keep left. And then turn left.
Oh yeah, dude, that's awesome. I'm excited for you. All that new stuff. It sounds like you got an awesome setup too, man. I'm excited for you. Especially where you get to show it all off now, man. That's like the icing on top, man. Or maybe even the cherry on top.
Very true, very true. Yeah, it's just been a lot of fun, man. Just because, like, even with the canopy now and stuff, like, that's going to make it a blast just because you can go out there, even if it's raining, you know what I mean, and still hang out in the backyard. And that's what I'm really excited about because, you know me, I love my rain sounds, so being able to do that's going to be a blast. I didn't know I was getting in touch with a friend of mine that was on me. Oh, wow, Candle Lady. That is interesting. It will get you, huh?
Oh yeah, that is not fun.
Sneaky jokers. That's what I don't like about mosquitoes. You can't feel them bite you. Most of the time you can't even feel them land on you. You know, you just gotta be like ultra aware of when one's around or gets on you, something like that.
From what I hear, your guys' mosquitoes are like pterodactyls, so you should know when one of those land on you.
They are, some of them are big, but some of them, you know, just are small, depending on age, also the breed of them, because they let out like a hybrid race of them. I don't know if they were from Africa, I can't remember where they were from, but they like crossbred them thinking it was gonna help. Did not. I was like, great, we're gonna make a super powered, you know, we're about to, I can't think of the name of it, but basically we upgraded them, you know, leveled them up a couple tiers is what I think. Because what I was also gonna tell you is that here, man, like off and all that stuff, they don't do nothing for nobody. You're just seasoning yourself for them at that point. Now, one thing I am gonna get is these things you hang up. I can't remember the name of them, but you hang them up, I think like 7 feet away from people, something like that, and it's supposed to kind of deter them and create a perimeter around your yard. So I am gonna look into getting those because I have heard those work. But luckily, because I live, it's not like a big city, also I don't want to confuse you by any means. It's a very small little town, but because I live in the city and I'm outside of the neighboring city I was in, they spray for mosquitoes. They got a mosquito truck, bro, and so they come literally right down my street. It happened last weekend. My girlfriend and I were out there. We were watching. I had just got the fire pit lit and sat down, and then we heard, oh, you know, it just makes that loud, kind of boring noise, and we're like, is that what we think it is? And we took off in the house because obviously you don't want to be breathing in all that. But yeah, man, I do appreciate it because it does make a huge difference. Like compared to my last place I was at, it's night and day, man. Like we couldn't even be in the backyard. The only time I could be in that backyard is if it was literally freezing. Because even like they say, oh, they'll stop biting you like once it gets below 60. I'm like, that's lies too, you know.
Sure, man, and I know what you mean by the sprayer truck, man. We just did ours too. Those things are loud.
Oh yeah, but I do appreciate that they are, because at least lets you know that they're coming. You know, you can kind of get out of the way before they get on down your street. But yeah, man, I love those things because they used to come down my street when I was a kid, and so it's kind of like a childhood memory. I remember being at the park when they would do it. And just see that nice little fog come behind them. But you love to see it because you know it's going to bring some relief.
Yeah, but it never seems to be a whole lot. But it is welcomed for sure.
Right. You thought they only did it in Georgia? That is neat, Kendall Lady. Yeah, it's neat for me too because I hadn't seen one since I was really young. I mean, maybe even before double digits that I remember seeing one. And then when we moved back here, it was the first couple days we were here. I think we moved in on a Friday, so I think it might have been that weekend, given that they seemed to come on the weekend. Man, it was so awesome. I was like, "Is that the mosquito truck?" I got all excited. You'd have thought it was an ice cream. You would have thought it was an ice cream truck.
Yeah, those things kind of hurt though. They will get warm and stuff. It's weird, but I felt every one of them that bit me. But maybe it's because I knew they were there biting, so that didn't really help. But yeah, that's just crazy, man. I love the sprayer truck, and the more you talk about it, I started picturing the sprayer truck in ATS and you being the one driving that thing around.
Listen, I'll have this whole map taken care of, okay? In little time. Oh man, that is too good.
Well, there goes my whole idea of hoping they'd add bugs on the windshield.
Now with me as the mosquito truck, be non-existent.
Right.
That would be a sweet addition. Like, I know Ruda has the option to add scratches on the windows, but I don't want scratches on my window. I wouldn't mind, you know, having to pull in and get a truck wash, get the bugs off or whatever. That would be super cool. They've got them in the game. They got the truck washes and stuff. So, hopefully, one day we can get that. Because that would just be super awesome, man. That'd be so much fun.
That would be, and I could deal with like damage to windows and stuff. So, like over time, you start getting chips and scratches and cracks, and have to replace them. That'd be kind of cool. In that sense, I could enjoy it, but to have them always there, that would get kind of annoying.
Yeah, I was gonna say you could kind of play it like, you know, have it clean for a little bit, then add a scratch, you know, add a different layer of scratch, and then like, okay, we're gonna refurbish the window, you know, replace it, the windshield. But I do know what you mean. It would be neat if it just was kind of over time.
Yeah, just kind of a progressive thing. Just like, you know, if your brakes are getting worn, you can't use them as well and stuff like that. Just normal wear and tear and stuff like that.
I know we've talked about it before, but man, I love Alaskan Road Truckers because of that. Being able to go into the gas station, pour yourself a coffee, get you an energy drink, get you some burritos, a frozen pizza, breakfast sandwich, whatever, right? Like a corn dog up there that'd be on the roller, like all types of cool stuff. You'd have to go and buy yourself a winter jacket, radiator cover, batteries for backup. You could bring some fuel in case you were going into really remote areas and might run out of go-go juice. Man, it's so awesome for all that stuff. And then you also got to get out, hook up your trailer, you know, hook up the cables, all that good stuff. And it even gets so detailed that I don't know what I'm doing. I'm over here yapping, trying to go left, and we're about to go right. Easy. What am I doing, brother? But yeah, man, that's what I loved about it. But it would also do the frostbite. Like, you could get frostbite if you're out there too long. And that was also a really cool additive. And then if you drank coffee too hot, that would raise your body temp up and damage your health a little bit. Just little cool stuff like that.
That's all it takes, those small things, man. It just really changes stuff. I think that's so cool, and after you were talking so much about it, I've watched some YouTube, and it's an interesting game. It really is. There's a lot to it. I hope to try it out here sometime soon. That's pretty neat.
Sorry, brother, I got myself turned around over here. Turned too early. But yeah, it's a really cool game.
All good. I'm sitting here watching the sky and all the grass and everything. I think I got my graphics set where it's actually playable. Heck, for the last couple times I even tried to play, it was almost unbearable.
What do you mean, like laggy?
More like it looked like the screen was tearing, you know, like lines on the truck were all, nothing was straight lined and stuff like that. It just, the coloring, everything just would not work out for me, but I'm liking what I got now.
Oh, I got you. More so the picture, not necessarily the performance of the game.
Correct. And I think my biggest problem was I had previously set the one with the Alt F3, and then, you know, then I went on to the one where you hit the home button to bring up the menu, and I was never going back and switching things in the Alt F3 menu. So I think what I was doing was I was just fighting myself and not getting nowhere.
I got you.
But I still really think that snowy moon would add the final touches to it.
Yeah, man, that's got to be the only reason that there's like a blur on the snowy moon side. And I wouldn't think it would cause it, but I mean, what else could it be? You know what I mean? And when I'm not in a, when we're not in the convoy together, because I can have the convoy open, but if I'm paired up with you, it'll do this weird blurring thing, and that's the only thing I can think it could be.
I'm betting you're right, man.
I just hope I'm right. If that's the case, that's fine. I just hope that's the case, really.
You got a pretty good record.
Trying to keep it that way.
Right, getting there ain't so bad, but keeping it, that's kind of tough.
Telling you. Same thing happened like today. Great example of it. You know, picked up the job, bro. I was all ready to go. Had the thumbnail done. We were ready to go. Only thing left to do was restart the PC and hit live. But that modder had different plans for me. And when I read the description, I was like, okay, so you got it updated. Let me add this. It'll stop the crashing. Well, I did that, and it was still crashing. And so I was like, well, I'll just wait until we go for 1.56. But I did just see from Left Lane earlier, as soon as they posted it, I saw that they're not going to be updating the maps until the new state releases. So whenever that is.
Yeah, I seen that, so that must be coming pretty soon.
Yeah, I'm hoping so. With as much maintenance they've been doing on the servers lately, I'm thinking they will be.
Yeah, and I seen they're doing the conclusion to the Iowa run thing, so.
Yeah, they got that wrapped up, and usually once that wraps up, it's a little buffer, and then the new state will come out.
Yeah, I'm starting to catch on to how they do this stuff.
Same. I'm still learning.
Oh yeah, never stop learning, man. As soon as we get this all down, then they'll end up changing the way they do stuff.
Entire rework.
That's where everything does it that way, though.
Yep, just gotta adapt to it.
That's one thing that drives me nuts, like in the line of work I'm in, you know, where I do a lot of inventory, like that's my main job, and they're always changing the SKU numbers and stuff, and then they'll change packaging. It'll be the same product, but they'll add something new on the packaging, so then they change the UPC and everything, and then it throws everything off, and then I gotta go back through and swap numbers in the system and change them out on the floor, and oh man, dude, it gets crazy, and it's constant. And new vendors, you know, you get new vendors, so then you get a whole new everything product, and it's constant, man. It's nuts.
That sounds like a lot, man.
But it keeps you on your toes, kind of like this, you know. You learn something new every day.
Absolutely. Two, it keeps, you know, changing it up. Keeps it from getting dull.
Oh yeah, certainly. And especially playing with you, because you're always changing it up, but you're always really good at keeping me caught up with things and figuring out issues and stuff. And for that, I appreciate it, man. Plus, I learn a lot every time we do this.
Yeah, lately it hasn't been too much, you know, as far as changing up. I know with us doing the snowy moon and all that, that was a big change and updating stuff, and I know we're still working that out. But with the load order, I had to get that straightened out, just for people, you know, using it and that type of thing. I wanted that to be as perfect as I could get it, and then all the other mods and stuff, I've tried to hold off on looking for anything too new. After all the stuff we've got now, I'm feeling pretty whole, you know, for the most part. There's not too much that I'm looking for, especially after adding those traffic packs and stuff, man. That really did a really nice improvement for me. I didn't think it would either, because I had many people come, you know, through the duration of the channel, like, hey man, you should get the Jazzy Cat packs, you know, for traffic. And I was like, oh, I don't really need it. It's not that big of a deal. And then you get it and you see how good they look, as well as the variety, man. It's really neat. Right, I'm right there with you. I think skins would be the final touch, 100%. You know, new trucks or whatever, new mods and things like that as they come, you know, from John Ruda, etc., ZEEMODS or whatever, but as far as like road textures, vegetation, skyboxes, you know, our rain mod, all that stuff, we really got that dialed in. What's going on, Reggie? Welcome back, my friend. We are still just cruising.
Oh yeah, dude, the game is set up perfect now. I really love what you got going. Hey Reggie, I gotta run real quick and find my charge cord. My headset's gonna die on me.
10-4. Thank y'all so much for hanging out. I really do appreciate you all. Hope everybody's trip has been going good. If y'all are just hanging out, I hope y'all are having a great afternoon or night, I should say. Goodness, it's already almost 10 p.m.
Go straight up. That's right.
Oh, goodness. Pretty neat through here, y'all. We're in coast to coast now for sure, but still really neat. Like all the trees through here.
Alright, I'm back.
10-4.
Grab me a jar of homemade hot kosher dill pickles my mom made. These things are awesome.
Oh, nice. Love a good dill pickle, man.
Oh, for sure, and the spicy ones are better yet. I wish you wouldn't stop at jalapenos though. Like a Carolina Reaper or something, that would be amazing.
Trying to burn everybody's tongue off easy.
That's the problem, is nobody else in my family will eat them but me, so I never get those.
Right. Yeah, like we're already doing everybody a favor by doing these jalapenos.
Go straight up. That's right.
Thought a Carolina Reaper may be too much.
Right. My dad used to eat all the spicy stuff with me, but he had throat cancer, so now he can't do it no more, so I'm kind of all out on my own now.
Oh man. Sorry to hear that. Can't eat spicy foods, huh?
Yeah, you said be careful
Oh wow, well that's awesome. Not all the stuff about the twins and all that, man, that's rough, but glad to hear you've been cancer free though.
Oh, thank you. Yeah, it's a pretty good miracle because he was stage 3, so it was a lucky catch. If he didn't, and this is kind of the bad part about having a beard is he just happened to shave and seen the lip node in his throat. That's how he caught it. So it's all by luck.
Go straight up. That's right.
Oh my goodness.
But like I said, he's good now. The chemo and stuff's really done more of a beating to him. I think he's 53, and he's had to have a bunch of now back surgery and all sorts of stuff. It's aged him to like probably 73, to be honest with you. It's been pretty rough, but off that subject, on to funner things. So what all plans you got for this weekend? Any backyard activities?
Oh yeah, we're gonna grill out, have our family over, probably hang out mostly in the backyard and stuff, hang out around the fire pit. I think they'll come probably in the afternoon time, evening, so it'll be a perfect time for that. Probably put on a movie or something like that and just hang out in the backyard. That's what we've been trying to do whenever we're both off, just trying to hang out as much as possible out there, man. It's just so nice. Just because our last place, we never got to hang out in our backyard. It really wasn't even worthwhile. Because at the townhome we were at, it was shared, you know, and so like, this is like our first actual backyard, fenced in. We even got the gated front. And, you know, I only bring that up again, Easy, because just the other day, bro, I got a notification that somebody was at my front door. And so I'm thinking, oh, it must be Alex coming on home real quick. She must have forgot something real quick or whatever, right? I look on there and there's some random older lady at my front door, just looking around. And she confused our place for the for another business that's right by us. But man, that was a trip. And that's when my girlfriend was talking. She's like, maybe I've decorated the front yard a little too good. You know, people are thinking this is a, you know, some type of establishment. That was really neat. But with that, we started putting the gate, you know, and closing it. Because before I was like, oh, there's really no need for it, you know. It was good to have late at night, you know, just to kind of add a deterrent or whatever if somebody was, you know, just kind of rambling around. But after that, I was like, you know what, I'm going to keep this gate just to try and keep people from coming in. Sorry, coming around this turn.
I hear you. At least you had that one little test, you know, of an innocent lady, and so now you kind of you got an idea. At least you know your stuff works.
Oh yeah, it does a little too well at some places. Like, you can be in the other yard and it'll be like, you are currently being recorded. But I think I'm gonna get to a stopping point here, man. I just realized it's 10 p.m. my time, but we did get to the live stream for just over 3 hours, man. That is awesome. And since you're here, I can actually give you a shout out personally. I do it at the end of every stream, sometimes at the beginning too, depending, you know, if we got time. Today I just needed to get on the road, but truly I cannot thank y'all enough. To all of our channel members, to all 9 of you now, which is just absolutely absurd. I'm still a little bit in disbelief, but I'm super appreciative of y'all. Gaming Ain't Easy, that would be you, good sir. Gaming Candle Lady, Reggie the Bodyguard 1986 in full, Chief and Raider, Allium_369, Chris V Roman 69, Drake Sullivan 2962 is the username to check them out, y'all. Gaming Candle Lady, Reggie, Chris, Drake, and T-Wolf all post content as well, y'all, so definitely go give them a check. And with that, y'all, thank you to everybody that has liked the stream, whether you chatted, just hung out in the background. I appreciate you just as much. And Easy, thank you so much for being able to get in here tonight so we could at least test it and make sure everything would work out for us. So we will be good for Friday night, Saturday, as long as no other modders update something underneath my nose when I restart my PC. But Yeah, we should be good to go, man. I'm really excited for this weekend. It'll be a good one. We'll get some nice long hours in for the stream. Even on Saturday, the way I'm thinking about doing that is either, depending on when my girlfriend works on Saturday, I may do a morning stream and an evening stream. If not, if she's off on Saturday all day, then maybe just an evening stream. But even then, we'll get a good late night run in for that. Probably go toward midnight, I'm thinking. And then Friday night, we'll be able to do, tomorrow night rather, we'll be able to do a nice long stream if you're down.
Hey, I'm all for tomorrow. Saturday's my Sabbath for college football, so you probably won't see me at all on Saturday. I'll probably jump in and watch it and throw a like down and stuff. And I want to thank all your channel members too. This is awesome. You guys make the channel, really do. And I'm just kind of curious if anybody's live tonight. I'd hop over and watch them. So let me know if you are in chat before he takes off. And to you, my friend, and everybody else, God bless y'all. Have a lovely weekend if I don't see you. And I can't wait to jump on tomorrow and play, man. Let me know when you're on. I'll probably be on most of the days. So
10-4, brother. I really do appreciate you, as always. And it has been a blast in Saturday. I forgot about that. Y'all, Easy don't play about his football now. Talking about early in the morning. Gets up early and gets things ready. You gotta love it, truly. I think that is awesome, man. Hopefully you can put me onto some good games in my girlfriend's adversary, man. He loves football. He played for Ole Miss back in the day. He was I think he was a running back, wide receiver, one of the two. But yeah, man, I am looking forward to it. Yeah, but tomorrow I should be live a little earlier, I'm hoping, as long as everything goes well. But yeah, I will keep you posted, my friend. And to everybody else, thank you all for being you. I cannot thank y'all enough, truly. I do believe with all the channel memberships, all the likes and stuff we've been getting, and I will share with you, Easy, in case you missed that, just the other day, man, we got our most liked live stream. So that was super, super awesome to see. I even went through just to make sure, because we had one before this that was really close to beating it, but I think it was the exact same amount of likes. But this one, we got the most liked live stream yet, y'all, so I cannot thank you enough for that. And it really does help the channel a ton, and I truly do attribute all the growth and amazing community building that we've got going on here to the community that we've got. Y'all welcome people in as soon as they hop in, and y'all carry conversations even when, you know, I'm quiet sometimes. Y'all chat amongst yourselves, or if Easy and I are yapping, you know, it really does mean a lot to me to have y'all show up every day, and I get just as excited every day to come hang out with y'all. It truly is a huge highlight to my day. But with that, I hope you all have a wonderful night, and I will catch you all later.
Michigan, Nebraska, tomorrow 2:30 Central. Go Big Red.
There you go. Another thing I will tell you real quick is I'm hoping to hop on and be able to finish this job up so we can link up if you want once we go live or whatever. But I'll keep you posted on that.
Sounds great. Good night, y'all.